Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south. More specifically, we're in downtown Wytheville, Virginia. I have traveled today to Wytheville, Virginia to attend the Wytheville UFO Fest. UFO standing for Unidentified Flying Object. Now, in the late 80s, early 90s, Wytheville was considered to be quite the UFO hotspot. In this, my research shows that in this area, in that period of time, there was roughly 1,500 reports of UFOs, and these reports were made by credible people, by police officers, by military personnel, by people working in the local government. So a lot of very credible UFO reports. Some reports involved large amounts of people gathering and witnessing a UFO at the same time. A lot of different descriptions given for the UFOs, but a lot of them were described as a carousel that moved in a circle with bright multicolored lights spinning, kind of that classic flying saucer look. And there was a local radio DJ who kind of spearheaded the effort of trying to figure out what was going on. He said that he was in contact with the military, who denied any involvement. He spoke with people. People would call into the radio show and talk about their experiences. He would try to collect photographic evidence, and there was some suspicion that he actually was visited by possibly the Men in Black. He said two men in black suits appeared at his doorstep claiming to be news reporters, and interviewed him about what he had seen, asked him about evidence that he had collected. They took photos of him, of his house, and it turns out that they were not connected with any news organization whatsoever. They'd given him fictional information in order to come into his home, possibly steal things, and gather information from him. So definitely very excited to check out the UFO Fest here today in Wytheville. So please follow me. Of course, one of the most iconic sites here in Wytheville is the big pencil here for the Wytheville Office Supply Company. You definitely know that this is a place where you can buy a pencil. In addition to pencils, you can also buy other office supplies, including office furniture and some nice looking office chairs there. Oh, look at this. Here is their chair of the month. That looks like, I have a pretty good chair at home, so I don't need a new chair, but that does look like a comfy chair. And this is interesting here. It says Travel Historic US 21, the Lakes to Florida Highway. I think that's the Great Lakes to Florida Highway. And that, I've never heard of that, the Great Lakes to Florida Highway, until I came here to Wytheville. Kind of like a long forgotten tourist highway. Maybe someday, I don't know, I have to do some research. Maybe someday I'll do a road trip where I take the Great Lakes to Florida Highway down from the Great Lakes down to Florida. Now you would think the Wytheville Office Supply with their giant pencil here in the small town of Wytheville, you'd think that would be the only office supply store in the sleepy little town of Wytheville, but right across the street there is another office supply store, the Paperclip. Now, they do not have a giant Paperclip, which you think they would. You think that would be, they'd be obligated. But I don't know. I'm not saying I don't know. I've not been inside either store. I don't know which one is the best. But just given, you know, my perspective, I would go for the giant pencil. That, to me, that just shows the extra effort there, and that's who I would trust for office supplies. Again, I've not been in either store. I have nothing to judge except for the giant pencil, but when it comes down to it, I'm personally going with the pencil. Yeah, pretty classic downtown area here in Wytheville. Oh, just had the feeling I was being watched. One thing I noticed here in Wytheville that you don't see in a lot of old main streets is they have these speakers here all along Main Street that play copyright music. cool old theater there, the old Millwald. But this paint store, they got into the spirits at the giant paint can sitting there on the roof. I think maybe we should grab some lunch here at Skeeter's world famous hot dogs. Oh, you can see it says over 6 million sold, but the 6 is crossed out. They put a 9. I guess they sold an extra 3 million. Here's a historical marker. Edith Bowling Wilson, the wife of President Woodrow Wilson, was actually born in this building. The first lady born here right above the hot dog stand. So they're home of the Skeeter dog. You can see the cup of coffee and hot dog there in the window. And look at this. It's actually a poster for the UFO Fest. You can see over here it says, have a Skeeterlicious day. First Lady, Mrs. Wilson birthplace. So yeah, I think she may be the only First Lady born in a hot dog restaurant. Look at that amazing clock right there, the WYVE clock. The Wytheville radio station, that's the same radio station that was instrumental in collecting information about the UFO phenomenon here. Alright, I think we're going to go with what they're known for and order a Skeeter dog. And here are my Skeeter dogs. I got one with slaw, one without. Both have chili, onions, mustard. And then look how pink that actual hot dog is. Alright, let's try these Skeeter dogs. Okay, let's try this regular Skeeter dog here. With some really good chili on it. Love that chili. Let's give the slaw dog a try there. It's been a while since I've had a slaw dog. I think I prefer the slaw dog. They're both very good. But I love the slaw dog. Yeah, look how pink that hot dog is. And we have obtained Clean Basket Club. Now I drive past Wytheville all the time as I'm driving north from my home in North Carolina, and always see this on the side of the highway, the Wytheville water tower here, shaped like a hot air balloon. You can see the basket there. I never knew why there was a hot air balloon. I always loved driving. I always loved the side of this. I love when the towns get creative with their water towers. But apparently there is actually a hot air balloon festival in Wytheville, and it's only like a week or so away. I don't know that I'll be able to attend. I've never been to a hot air balloon festival, but you know, maybe someday. So it is time for the Wytheville UFO Fest, taking place here at the Wytheville Meeting Center. Have the UFO photo op here. I think this is probably based on some, like I said, there was a lot of different shapes of UFOs reported in the Wytheville area. I know this is kind of the stealth bomber shape reported. You see the lights around there. You got an alien there?
Well,
oh no.
It was a bit of a struggle, you know.
Oh, you
a bit of a squirmer, but
a squirmer? Where are you taking him?
I can't really talk about.
Oh, okay.
It's classified, but you know.
I'm sure you'll get him back to his home planet safely.
Well, you didn't see us here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see nothing.
You didn't see it.
Here's the event merchandise, the official poster there. That's really cool. Love the colors and design there. And then look, we got a black light version as well. We're gonna have some Close Encounters makeup there, some cryptid themed makeup. What do we got there? That's Mothman, that's Flatwoods Monster, the Fresno Nightcrawler, and oh, I'm blanking on who that fourth guy is. And look at this Mothman perfume. It is Moth for Men. Wow. Pretty good. I don't wear cologne. I'm very sensitive to smells, but it's pretty good. There's some Not a Balloon mugs there. The Wytheville postcard with the UFOs flying over the hot air balloon water tower. Not a balloon. So let's check out the vendor room in here. This is on Wednesdays we talk weird.
Wednesdays we talk weird.
Where do you talk weird at?
Everywhere. Spotify, podcasts.
Okay, so it's a podcast on Wednesdays we talk weird.
Podcast on Wednesdays we talk weird. We cover everything from ufology to cryptozoology to conspiracies, true crime, whatever it is. If it's weird, we're talking about it.
Awesome. I love you have is that the Loveland Frogman there?
That's the Loveland Frogman. That's me and my co-host.
Oh yeah?
I'm the one carrying him, so.
Yeah, I always love it. He has a magic wand.
Yeah, it's one of our favorites. Well, I'm a local to that story. I'm in Dayton, so I'm about 40 minutes away. So.
Very cool.
I gotta rep my area. I gotta rep my weird.
Awesome. Oh, check out this guy here. What kind of alien that is with his brain exposed, because his brain is so large it like has to fit outside of his cranium. We have Jeff Craig, cartographer. See, actually, there was a Frogman Festival March 4th. I missed it. I guess I'll have to try next year.
Try next year. I do have some posters left. I'm selling for $10.
It's really cool.
Commemorative poster, first ever event.
These are super cool here. These are different shapes with cryptids from the state on there. You got the squonk there for Pennsylvania, Florida. There's the skunk ape, and then I believe that's the Kentucky there. You got the Hopkinsville goblins, and then the double team there on West Virginia with Mothman and Flatwoods Monster.
Exactly.
Then I think that Tennessee we got the Bell Witch. So we got these maps here that document all this paranormal activity, different cryptids. There's a Bigfoot sighting right there in Virginia, and some haunted sighting that says the Martha Washington Inn there. With the big map of the United States, all the strange things going on, different cryptid sightings, different UFO sightings, different paranormal sightings. Starry-eyed artist designs here. Got a big chest here full of aliens. Oh, we got a Mothman back there as well. Astrosperma has some really cool artwork here, like the interpretations of tarot cards there, the magician, the rabbit. That's a very, very fun stuff. Oh, look at that. There's Krampus. Oh, look at that. Queen of Appalachia. Who else but Dolly Parton, surrounded by butterflies and feeding black bears. That's a super fun t-shirt right here. You see the UFO. Look at that little alien there with tentacles, and he's got like a little Dracula haircut, picking up this three-eyed little crab monster. We have Woodin, West Virginia. These little wooden pieces here. Dracula. Here we got Mothman. UFO there. Bigfoot is one of the Hopkinsville goblins. We got some horror figures there. Jason, Michael Myers, and even Alf. This is Taylor Norris art here. Oh yeah, see this plenty driving through Tennessee, the fireworks sign there. And also notice the Pals. This is a Tennessee exclusive. Actually, they may come into Virginia a little bit, but a local fast food chain there. This one's called Birth. You can see a little monkey there hatching out of an egg. And there is a couple of Flatwoods Monsters there sitting at a Waffle House. I guess they got their UFO there in the parking lot. And there's Dr. Enough.
Yeah,
It's like, is that like, it tastes like Mountain Dew?
it's better.
It's better than Mountain Dew? Do they still make it?
Yeah, it's bottled in Johnson City.
Bottled in Johnson City.
One factory.
One factory.
One factory.
It's been a very, very long time since I've tried this. I need to pick up some Dr. Enough next time I'm in Johnson City.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you can purchase it by the crate online.
Oh, by the crate online? I like this, the pretty roadkill. Got like a run over pink elephant there. There's his intestines. And of course, Cryptid Comforts make these wonderful cryptid plushies here. It looks like we got a mystery bag there. You can see all the different cryptids there. And look at this, Squonk-a-Palooza. It's a celebration of the squonk, the saddest cryptid of them all. It's happening later in August. I'm hoping to be there. I'm planning on it. There's some of the wonderful Cryptid Comforts plushies here. Here is the Pascagoula, Mississippi alien. This is a new one I learned about. This was the one on the makeup container that I couldn't identify. The Pascagoula alien. It's very unique look. I think he's the new guy on the scene. I've been seeing him pop up more. You know, different cryptids, you know, kind of go through periods of popularity. Of course, the Fresno Night Stalker is one of the new, more popular cryptids. Seeing more. Of course, up here the classic little green man. There's the Loveland Frogman with his, I don't know, I love that he has a magic wand. I think that just makes him super charming. And down here, of course, the Hodag, one of my personal favorites. The Hopkinsville Goblin there. And this is the Dover Demon. So in Dover, Massachusetts, people sighted this creepy four-legged creature just crawling around. And then the Ohio Grassman, kind of the Sasquatch of Ohio right there. And here's some cryptids for your cats. The cryptid cat toys, the Fresno Nightcrawler. There's the Hopkinsville Goblin, and was that there we go, there we got the Flatwoods Monster down there. And here's the Squonk book. There is the Squonk, kind of the Squonk's main deal is he's a weird looking guy. His weird looks make him sad, and he just cries non-stop in the woods. He's the saddest of all the cryptids. Here we got Sherwin Sketches, Cryptids and Crafts here. And you said these are all your artwork?
Oh yes, all my illustrations. All of it based on cryptids, creatures of urban legend and folklore.
Awesome.
From the great United States to around the world.
So you do international cryptids as well?
Yeah.
Who's this here? The Yuki?
The Yuki Ono from Japanese mythology.
Very cool. Now this is one of my favorites right here, the Hodag. You can see him cornered by all the farmers there. And this is a deep cut. I only learned about this one recently. The Mud Mermaids of the Ohio River. There's like a single sighting of these freaky mermaids on the Ohio River.
From Defiance, Ohio, he's fairly unknown. He was a wolf-type creature that was spotted in the 1970s. Most people think of it as just a wolf-type creature, but what really separates him is the use of a tool, basically smacking over one of the workers with like a giant piece of wood.
Okay.
Also wearing overalls.
So he's like a dog-like monster, but he wears clothes.
Yes.
He's got the overalls, and he beats people with a big stick.
Yes.
Awesome. And then, who's this little guy here?
Oh, that is my interpretation of the Yarami Yahoo, a creature from Aboriginal folklore. It's said to be, some people classify it as vampiric due to the fact that it uses its suction cup fingers to suck the blood right out of its victims.
So it uses its fingers, instead of its mouth, it uses its fingers to suck blood?
Yes, it uses its fingers to suck blood. However, it will, you see, it preys on those who seek comfort and shade from the Australian heat. So once they're asleep, that's what will come down, and he will hold them in his mouth, and then he will regurgitate them later. And,
wow.
and then that's when it will begin the sucking process, because he wants you to faint and then wants to take shelter again. point of the matter is, his goal is ultimately to make another one of himself. Every time he spits you back out, you start to change until you become exactly like him.
So he swallows you and spits you out on multiple occasions, and you slowly turn into him?
Yes.
Wow, that is cool. What, it's the Yari Mayahu?
Yes.
It's amazing.
Another Yeti?
Yeah, they got the Yeti there, the Loveland Frogman.
Yes.
And that is, oh, that Chupacabra. The original, like, Puerto Rican style
Yes.
Chupacabra.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Texas Chupacabra, more of like a dog-like creature.
Oh, yeah, I have a friend who is writing a book on like the dog man in that area, actually. The Dover Demon.
Yeah, the Dover Demon. There, I've heard of him. What's this here? The deer?
The knot deer from lots of creepypastas.
The knot deer?
Yes. It is said to be a creature that, like, is not a deer. Whatever it is, it's haunting. Many people describe it as, it looks enough like a deer that you can recognize it at a glance, but you can also recognize there's something not quite right with it.
So it looks like a deer, but it is actually called the knot deer because it is clearly not a deer. Oh, a fur-bearing trout. Love the. I just actually got my own fur-bearing trout.
I saw.
Finally. And the coelacanth, which
Yes!
they formerly a cryptid, now an actual creature.
I was so happy when I found out, like, they count as cryptid, because, like, when I was little, I lived in LA, and they had what they said was the last remaining, like, coelacanth. Actually, speaking of cryptids, it's the squonk.
Squonk! How are you doing? Oh, you look a little sad. Cheer up, Squonk. Oh, so sad. Oh, little dance. Okay, maybe the Squonk's cheering up. There goes the Squonk. Oh, you can see how wrinkly the Squonk is there. Mongolian death worm and the Grafton monster.
Yes.
Where is he from?
Grafton, West Virginia.
Oh, this is another West Virginia monster here. This is one I'm not familiar with.
Oh, regretfully, the only thing they have in Grafton out here is a giant wooden cutout of him, and you can take a picture with him. So they want to do a festival. Some people want to do a festival. Hopefully, there's
okay. So maybe coming soon to West Virginia, the Grafton Monster Festival. There we go. The jackalope and the Wendigo, the cursed cannibalistic creature. We have sawtooth illustrations here. Some of these UFO drawings. Here's some of the Wytheville UFOs. They said there's like different versions.
Yeah.
This is like this triangular version, and then here's the more circular flying saucer version of the UFOs. Yeah, I love these here. There's the classic Fiji mermaid, the fur-bearing trout there, and the jackalope. The three like classic taxidermy gaffs there. There's some rug hookings. You got that UFO there, the Sasquatch, and there's some aliens. Oh, got the Flatwoods monster there, and a little UFO. Looks like it's picking up a little cow there. Oh, it's a little creepy doll. All right, so people gathering here in meeting room. I guess we're doing the costume contest here momentarily.
Next up, we have the Wytheville, Virginia Ghostbusters.
We're ready to believe you.
Next we have Owen Kender, another alien. Next up we have Vanessa, who is possibly an alien, maybe a time traveler, could be a weather balloon.
Squawk dance.
Next up is Candace, who is Ellen Ripley.
Got the face hugger there on her shoulder.
Finally, we have Winston, who is Bob the Tooth Fairy.
Bob the Tooth Fairy.
Please be aware.
Calling the judges to meet and discuss the winner of the costume contest. It's taking quite some time to come up with a winner for the costume contest. Some heated debate going on over here with the judges. All right, we got third place is the Ghostbusters here. The Wytheville Ghostbusters.
Second place goes to Owen Kender, who is our alien.
Second place to the child alien.
And our first place prize
First place
is going to go to our alien and agent.
Agent won the costume contest here.
All right, everybody stick around and
Oh, you got the
so you can take pictures.
trophy
and
there.
We also have Richard Lang coming up here
All right.
momentarily.
We have Jonathan Dodd here. Some very cool cryptid artwork here. I love this. The Washington crossing the Delaware. Of course, George Washington is Mothman there with a boat full of cryptids. Some different cryptid stickers there. El Chupacabra, some Puckwudgies, Orang Pendix.
Yeah,
there we got a
dude. Thanks for stopping by.
very muscular Mothman there. Then, ooh, that's Indrid Cold, the mysterious grinning man, often associated with Mothman there. This is it's an international wasteland, interdimensional wasteland, and then you have the reptilian there.
Check us out on Instagram.
All right.
Interdimensional wasteland. All smashed together.
And
A little bit of vinegar.
wastoid sauce there with the
Delicious.
reptilian on the bottle.
How y'all doing?
And we have the box of horrors, like a pizza box here. There's some different fun things in the box of horror. It says, keep honking my behavior, manipulated without my knowledge or consent, and turned into a disciple of the Antichrist. Some cryptid trading cards there. There's Cryptid HQ. They have some hot sauce as well. The monster sauce. They have these wonderful cryptid carvings here. The Wendigo, Ogopogo. That's a Canadian sea monster. The Sasquatch holding the alien there in his hands. They have an alien adoption service. You can actually adopt these little aliens here. And they have their green card with them. This one here is named Geraldo. Geraldo the alien. Oh, he likes mushrooms and golf. He dislikes NASCAR and almonds. And this little devil alien here, his name is Lucy Fur, like SpaghettiOs and dentists. Dislikes puppies and happiness. And this one here is named Narp. Narp. Alien pops here. They have a little lollipop inside. It's almost like a little little cover for your lollipop. Alien there with the Believe hat. The silhouettes of the different cryptids there. And a crocheted alien hat. There is elusive hair ceramics. It's different with some alien heads, some Sasquatch heads. And then I like these little alien dogs here in UFOs. These stickers here. The extraterrestrials, the cat alien there. Then we got Leonardo da Vinci drawing of a Sasquatch. Oh, here's the different types of aliens. The gray, the reptilians, and some sort of insectoid alien. So this is Appalachian Huntsman. They have different seasonings here. This is Mothman steak and brisket dust. This is like for seasoning your meat. There is Bat Boy pork and rib dust. Oh man, I love Bat Boy. I remember when I used to see him on the cover of Weekly World News. And then Braxy's Blend there, Flatwoods Monster, sometimes known as Braxy. This is Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito. A Danny DeVito alien mashup. And we got a different Danny DeVito alien mashup there. And then, would you believe it? There is a Danny DeVito Hodag. It's pretty amazing. Some very cute cryptids there, like the Hodag, of course. Yeah, they look so cute. And apparently they have free aliens. Can't say no to a free alien there. This is Wild and Weird West Virginia. This is interesting. This is a Quimbaya. It's an ancient Mesoamerican artifact, some believe connected to aliens. This is like a magnet version. It's a patch of the Quimbaya. It says ancient astronaut theorist on the patch. A little UFO there. And these elongated skulls. An elongated skull in a pyramid there.
It took, I think this is the final one.
Yeah.
It took about 2.5 years to get it to where I wanted it. This is version 1. See how much pointed the little head is? And then this was version, no, this is version 4. I don't have version 2 and 3 right now. So version 1, but this is version 4. And version 4, I made sure I put the little marks on the back of it. It also has the position of the foramen magnum, so you can actually see where where that is compared to a regular human skull.
Here's the Wytheville UFO Fest Intergalactic Lounge in here. Looks like we got some cornhole here. Nice. There's a coloring area here. You can color a little bit. There's the Wytheville UFO Fest logo. Looks like someone's been coloring the squonk here with the dog man. And then we have the Pascagoula, Mississippi aliens. I need to, I've noted a few cryptids or aliens I needed to do more research on. The Pascagoula, aliens. Definitely one of those I need to do a little more research on. Someone's colored this wonderful picture of this alien abducting a cow. You can see these coloring pictures from Cryptid Comforts. We have the Van Meter visitor, the flying creature from Iowa. I actually stopped in Van Meter a few months back. This is Richard Lang talking about government cover-ups with UFOs.
The effect of that goes outside this time-space reality and interrupts the fabric of space. So Kennedy was involved in this project where he was going to share the information we had about the UFO technology with the Russians. And the guys at the CIA decided that that wasn't going to happen. It's called the Berne document. Basically, it says that Camelot will be terminated with regrets because we can't let them do this. And that's why they killed him. You know, people will walk out there and say, oh, I was walking my dog at 2 o'clock in the morning and I started thinking, I saw this light up there, I started thinking about it, and the next thing it was reading my thoughts and it came.
We have Pop, Gun, Flow. They have some very cute cryptids here. Very snuggly versions of all the cryptids. Oh, there's Baphomet as well. Look at the squonk. Look how warty and tearful he is. It's a bookmark of the Loveland Frogman. He's actually packaged like an action figure. There's the big pencil in Wytheville we saw earlier. There's the Wytheville UFO abducting the pencil. And look, DILF stands for Dang, I Love Frogman. So here we have a card game, Unyielding Universe.
10 life codes, or U codes, in chronological order. So they look like that. Well, this is about that one, but they look like this. So the goal is to get 10 of these in a row. And then you can have a life well lived. But sometimes the universe throws in problems.
Annoying universe.
And sometimes you can, sometimes it ends your life early.
Oh, there we go. Life complete, 91 years. That's still a long run.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
Next up in the speaking room, there's Danny Gordon. Now he is actually the radio DJ that began investigating the UFOs in Wytheville. He was kind of the center point of the Wytheville UFO phenomenon. He took some of the famous pictures of the UFOs. Here's the photos right here that were taken of course, it's taken with a film camera, so it's blown up. You can see the 4 spots there, so that these photos were taken in quick succession, and you can see the UFOs change shape, change position in between the photos being snapped.
Danny Gordon, he's a local radio legend, and he is the man who was the reporter who broke the story about the Wytheville UFO wave back in 1987.
We saw something to the left that just caught our eye, so I pulled off to the side of the road in my old Dodge Monaco, threw it in park, and he and I jumped out. Well, I'm gonna let him tell you what happened after that, but needless to say, we left there without any photographs.
Just a big object coming toward us, so we both got out of the car. Neither one of us get the camera out for whatever reason, I don't know. And we were standing there watching it, and this, what looked like I'm gonna say a saucer, but it was like an upside down dish pan, if any of you ladies remember what a dish pan looks like.
And every time that I got to a point where it got past obsessive, then I backed off. My son got shot in the head at a drunken party one night and blinded. And the first report was that 2 men dressed in black shot him. And that really troubled me. For you that are parents here, you imagine, you think that you've been doing something and talking about something that got your child blinded.
So I had a great time here at the Wytheville UFO Fest. Wanted to thank the Wytheville UFO Fest for inviting me out here. Had a great time. Loved all the cryptid stuff in the vending room. Whenever I see cryptids, it warms my heart. Of course, I do love the aliens and UFO stuff as well. Especially when I was a younger kid, I remember just being absolutely fascinated and terrified by the idea of UFOs, aliens. I remember watching, you know, I would always get books out of the library about aliens and UFOs, and watch TV shows. I remember there was a show, Sightings, on Fox. That would freak me out. Of course, watch Unsolved Mysteries. That would freak me out. I remember being so scared as a kid. I was camping by myself in the yard. Had a little tent that I set up in my mom's backyard. And I remember being so scared. I didn't want to be there. I got spooked. I wanted to go inside, but I was too afraid to leave the tent at the same time. So the double fear. And I remember, with the one thing in my head, I don't know, I remember like looking up into the stars, thinking about aliens and UFOs and how freaked out I would be if I saw something. And then I remember thinking about the Men in Black. That always scared me, the Men in Black that would come to your house and tell you to not talk about seeing aliens. Yeah, all that stuff freaked me out. Deeply fascinated me, but freaked me out. So yeah, it was amazing coming into the UFO Fest, hearing some people speak about their UFO experiences, and yeah, it's been a wild couple of days. I've been on the road non-stop visiting the amusement parks. This was a little lower key than an amusement park, so it was kind of nice. It was nice to be indoors, to be honest. I really miss being indoors. Now, I know some of you made comments about my hat. Why was I wearing a different hat? This is my secondary hat here. I bought this at Buc-ee's when I went to the beach. The idea was, it was just a lighter hat. This is very heavy, it's very dense, and isn't very good for like really hot weather. It really makes me sweat too much. So I got this lighter hat at Buc-ee's, and I actually added some pins today. Previously I didn't have any pins in here, but I added some pins. I got a Hodag pin and a Squonk pin here at the UFO Festival. Maybe someday it'll have as many pins as this does, or maybe I will try to avoid that. This has gotten out of control several times. I've had to remove pins because it just simply got so heavy that it would give me headaches. So yeah, I got a couple pins in there. We'll see, maybe I'll add some more. We'll see what happens, but thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. It means the world to me. And of course, if you do like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, fun festivals, and other random stuff. If you'd like to support the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop. Not these pins, these are made by other people, but I sell my own pins in the Etsy shop. Also doing cameos, personalized messages, greetings. Actually met someone in there that I did a cameo for. That was pretty cool. But yeah, doing personalized birthday greetings, anniversaries, any occasion really. If you're interested in that, all the things I've mentioned are in the description of this video. And of course, all that goes to help keep this train on the track, this boat in the water, and this twirling UFO high into the air. Till next time, my friends. This one's, it's in the bag.